And welcome back. We are so privileged to be joined by Stillman College President, Dr. Cynthia Warrick. First time live with us on our set in our studio. It's such a pleasure to have you here.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
You are so welcome. Now, of course, we are talking about Elevate Stillman. First of all, tell me what Elevate Stillman is.
Well, Elevate Stillman is the same as Elevate Tuscaloosa.
Okay.
We're part of that whole program and with the mayor and the city council. And so we just wanted to have an event to kick off some of the interesting projects that we're planning to have at Stillman College.
And one of the things that, the talk, Stillman College going in such a positive direction with Elevate Tuscaloosa gaining so much support, it's excitement. This is the perfect time for Stillman to kind of join right in and talk about Stillman, elevating Stillman.
Exactly, yeah, and that's the whole point, because I think we've got a lot of exciting things that could happen with the kind of community support that we need with Elevate Tuscaloosa.
And now, talk to me a little bit about some of the projects that you kind of, you're looking at for Stillman.
So one project that we'll be talking about, we'll have a panel to talk about our proposal to the Tuscaloosa YMCA.
Okay.
We'd like to locate the Barnes YMCA on our campus.
Oh, wow.
So if we have the Barnes Y there, they'll have access to our athletic facilities and even our classrooms for after-school programs. So we think that being a real community partner will have the Y there, and students and young people and even adults will have access to all of the amenities at Stillman College.
Oh, wow. And of course, this right here, just another way that Stillman College is kind of bringing the public. How can the citizens of West Tuscaloosa who want so much of West Tuscaloosa to grow, how can they get involved?
Well, I think they should talk with their council person. Ms. Odom certainly is a big supporter of the college. And I think she just needs to hear from them about their ideas, because one thing the city has done is hired a number of consultants from out of state who really don't know what the community really wants. So if they go and speak with Ms. Howard and Ms. Odom and Ms. McKinstry, they'll be able to get a good perspective about the kinds of projects and ideas that the citizens would like to see.
Interesting turn, Elevate Stillman. That's very interesting turn. And the event Thursday, what can we expect at this event?
So another part of the event is our Opportunity Zone discussion. And the Opportunity Zones is a new program that came into law last fall. Senator Tim Scott out of South Carolina carried the legislation. And what it does, it provides corporations or entities that have capital gains tax a way to defer that capital gains tax and even forgive it after 10 years. And so that's a significant amount of tax savings that they would have. But what that does is they'd have to invest in these underdeveloped communities. And since Stillman and most of West Tuscaloosa is in the Opportunity Zone, it's eligible for those types of investments. And so we'll talk about that. We'll have the executive director of Opportunity Alabama there. We'll have the HBCU Opportunity Fund Director there. He's coming from Washington, D.C. to talk about the HBCU Opportunity Fund, which is a $50 million fund that was contributed by the Kresge and the Rockefeller Foundations to help spur this kind of investment on HBCU campuses that are in opportunity zones. And so both of those things will happen.
So this is just the first of several meetings, with Elevate Stillman. Is there something where, kind of like the mayor has a panel, a group? Will Stillman also kind of bring that group together to kind of come up with ideas as well?
Well, I think it's an opportunity to do that. Right now, we're trying to let people know we're in the Opportunity Zone and we want you to invest in Stillman College and in West Tuscaloosa.
Now, one of the things I will say, Stillman College, when you think of Stillman College, you think of Dr. Cynthia Warrick. And a lot of people have been talking about whatever it is that Dr. Warrick is doing, I'm on board. I mean, how does that make you feel when you just have a community, an entire city pretty much, just believe everything that, that you have put into Stillman?
Well, that's so complimentary. Thank you. I didn't realize I was that popular. But everyone in Tuscaloosa has been very helpful and
Right.
supportive ever since I've been here. I have not met anyone who doesn't want to see Stillman succeed or elevate.
Right.
And I think that's what's really the key, is that people just want to be heard.
Right.
And so I listen to people. I guess I'm probably the most accessible
Yes.
college president
We
that
love
there
that.
is. So I listen and we talk and try to hear what the community, because we are part of the community, and we want to work with the community, especially our schools, our high schools, middle schools, and elementary schools that are in our community. We need to help,
Right.
and we have helped. So I think that's really what's important, that we're engaged, and we want to expand that engagement.
Right, and of course, schools are soon to start. You've been working hard with recruiting students. What can we expect at Stillman College this fall?
Ooh, well, I'm hoping, I'm praying that the young people who say they're coming are going to show up. But we expect a bigger freshman class this year, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get that.
Right.
I don't want to get too over-optimistic, but we're really excited. We have a really big pool of applicants, and so we think it's going to be a really good fall.
Good. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Cynthia, for coming on our show. And of course, we will have you back here anytime you want. All you have to do is just call me.
Well, I
I'm gonna make
appreciate that, and we want you to. I just want to thank you and your viewers for all of the support that you give Stillman.
Thank you.
We can't do this by ourselves, and we really appreciate you and the larger Tuscaloosa community.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you.
Ward. And stick around. Chelsea Aaron will have your full forecast right after this.